Right, it's coming back on.
Right, okay, let me, there we go. Sorry, guys. Again.
Again, I still can't believe it took us, what, an hour to try and set it up.
I know.
Right. So, Indominus Rex is dying. And
Right,
Velociraptor.
Fred. Yeah, no, so, there we go. So basically, yeah, no, Jack, it's a shame that they didn't kind of do that, but I understand that they. Oh, hello. Yeah, but I understand they were obviously trying to do, trying to show different colours, weren't they, and trying to impress. I
Yeah, they did
guess
something
at the time.
completely different with Dre P3.
Yeah, they did something completely different with everything on that. Even the Rex was different, weren't it?
Yeah.
As much as it was similar to the Lost World one, it you know, it was a little bit more vibrant of a green. But then maybe that was down to the CGI, bright enhancement. But
It could be
you know,
anything with that film, though, to be honest.
yeah, I love it though. As much as I know you're not the biggest fan of it, but I absolutely love that film. I went through a stage of like literally watching it all the time. What it was the most one I watched the most.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, every time it's on, I would always watch it because it's just that much of an easy watch.
I just find its rewatchability is really, really easy, and it's really quotable too.
I'd say, oh, let's reset his genes. Literally, the only gripe about it is just the way the flow goes. Like right at the end, it just suddenly finishes.
Yeah, it is. It is annoying. Really, really annoying.
Where's my T Rex?
And to be fair, the script. I don't know if you know about the script. Have you listened to the Missing Copies podcast on that script?
No.
Basically, they were talking about how in the original script it was supposed to be Velociraptors fought against the Spinosaurus,
Okay.
and they chose against it. So the Spinosaurus done a runner when he did the in the flame, when the Alan Grant shot the flare at it.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, and it was supposed to make a reappearance at the end of the film. Instead, we got the whole X scene and get behind me and all that sort of thing, and Alan Grant doing the float thing,
Which would never work.
resignating, a well, the resignating chamber, yeah. So instead, the Raptors were supposed to. The Spinosaurus, I think. I'm not sure on this. I think it was supposed to be attacking the humans. The Raptors wanted to attack the humans too, and it was like a, fight over the humans. And then they all escape while they're having a big old ruck.
Yeah.
But that would have been epic. I'm hoping we get something like that in Jurassic World 3.
Do you
That'd
know
be a
what?
good way of bringing Spinosaurus back.
Do you know what I wouldn't mind happening? I'm gonna hold it up to the
What?
screen now. It's gonna take a couple of seconds delay,
Yeah.
but this.
Yeah. Go on, hold it up a bit further so you can see our names.
Yes. So this was the fan fiction novel that we wrote. God, I can't even see. There we go.
Yeah,
And
those are the days that was.
yeah, this is what started Jurassic Unicast.
It was.
Yeah, it was just before Jurassic World was announced, wasn't it? So we just got talking and thought we could write a better after story to Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
And
So we did. So
And we actually had
we got it printed
dinosaurs.
feature for ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah, and we actually had dinosaurs coming onto mainland, and I think we put heavily on biosyn on this as well, didn't we?
Oh, Bison was huge, yeah.
Yeah,
From what I can remember, the synopsis, obviously, I know you've got it on the back of the
yeah.
book, ain't you there? But it's
So
basically Hammond's dead, leaves the kids the will of the park in their hands, and Bison, Lewis Dodge, no, Richard Dodgson, not Lewis Dodgson, Richard Dodgson, Lewis Dodgson's son, took over the company because his father disappeared on an excavation in somewhere in Costa Rica and never
away from
returned.
schools.
So yeah, he takes over the company and wants to exploit Isla Nublar and open his own Cretaceous world, or whatever the park name was, prehistoric land, and use Tim to. He can't do it without Tim's say so, basically, and he kind of offers him a load of money, I think,
Yeah,
and
I think he
he
also
hires Lex,
hires,
doesn't he?
yeah,
Hires Lex as a technical
computer
person.
wizard because she knows
Yeah,
the Unix system, doesn't she?
yeah.
So
So she agrees to it, but only if they put like a memorial for John Hammond in the park. So they do, and then he kind of basically tricks her and, oh, come on,
yeah,
Lexi, come on.
and then I think
Yeah.
the island's
Well,
then
that's happening in the
destroyed.
government, isn't it?
Yeah, island is destroyed by napalm, but it does have
So a
the
bit.
return of all the original characters. We got Grant, Ellie, Malcolm. It's not too bad. It's quite a good little story.
Yeah, it was alright, wasn't it? And then on the mainland, while this is happening, Biosyn are basically doing what Lockwood did with Eli. Well, Eli and Will have done in Lockwood's Manor, and started making. Oh, did you? You read a bit of it. Yeah, and they started making these dinosaurs, and they escape a load of raptors, and they start reproducing in the wild, and it becomes like an infestation of, like, all over California and all up, and it spreads across the US, and like people are like dying left, right, and centre all over the world, and the news are trying to find out what's going on. They can't get to the grips of where all this game going missing, and sheeps are getting killed and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff, wasn't it?
yeah, and I think it gets to about chapter 14 where mysterious animals kill 60 people across America. So
Ah, right, yeah.
yeah, so it was good fun. Basically, what we did there was do chapter by chapter. So I'd write a chapter, send it over to you. You would read that chapter and then expand on that.
Yeah,
But that was good
yeah.
fun.
No, it was a good laugh. It was good fun. It lasted. It took us about a year or so to write, didn't it? But
Yeah. But yeah. No, it's
there's some cool concepts in it.
yeah, and it's actually quite funny as well, especially at the end.
Yeah, yeah. The dialogue's really witty because we kind of based the characters off of the movie counterparts,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah. So it's definitely got
So,
like Malcolm is like Jeff Goldblum, like
uh,
100%.
so he's got his little laugh and
Yeah.
stutters and sarcastic remarks.
Everything else.
Uh,
But yeah. Come
Good
on, I think
stuff. That was.
these two would be killing each other by now.
I know they're just avoiding it like the plague, aren't they?
Here we go.
Oh, headbutt each other, nutting.
Right, I think what I'm gonna have to do. No chances now. Come on, Rexy.
You're slightly ahead of me on the delay because I'm watching it on the live
Yeah.
stream. Oh
Don't think
no!
Rex is going to do it.
Needs a good shot.
What? Headbutt right by him. One bite and that Spino's dead.
I know. It's been a right flims, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is he roaring at the floor? Oh, the Spino keeps running away like a little girl.
See,
I love the
this,
detail though. The detail on this game is so good, isn't it?
let's just try and really box them in.
I can't wait to have the terrain tools as well. That's going to be good.
Yeah, so add in the rocks and sand and
Yeah, because I think I can make. I'm gonna start being creative, like because I like being. You know, I like drawing pictures and things. It'd be
yeah,
good to do like an arty type picture using the terrain tools.
because you did the Jurassic Park logo, which is really really
Yeah,
good.
that was good. Yeah, it
See
was
if we
good. It came
should
out
be able
really
to
well.
find it.
Enjoying the stream, Fred? Jack, did you catch our conversation about the rides? It was about an hour. It's about an hour ago, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a fair time ago.
Ah, okay. Oh, I was just having a little bit of a quick chat about the rides, Jack. Like basically saying how what we hope that the roller coaster is going to achieve slightly. Bit gutted about how it's destroyed the front of
Front,
the visitor centre, but when they've got that new park opening eventually in the next, I don't know what, 5 years or whatever it is, and
yeah,
it's like a wasted opportunity from Universal, massively wasted opportunity.
like they could have
Um,
done so much and sort of had it the same as Harry Potter, which
yeah,
is frustrating because Harry Potter, even though it's not a universal thing, is like the most immersive land I've ever been to.
yeah, it's up there with Harry Potter and Pandora are kind of on the same sort of what's the word, immersiveness level.
Yeah, see, I
Because
was.
once you're in that zone, you can't see anything else. Like once you're in Pandora, you're in Pandora. Like you go across a bridge to get to it. So everything beyond that point is not, is Navi. You got the big plants, the bright colours. You got everything around you, the food stalls. Everything is Pandora. Whereas, same as Harry Potter, as soon as you pass them gates, that archway, you've got streets, you've got everything is Harry Potter related. Whereas with a Jurassic, you go through them gates and you can still see Kong. You can still see Harry Potter Castle in the background. You can't. It's kind of a false illusion. It doesn't give you the same effect.
Talking
Like,
Florida.
yeah, they need to. They need to upgrade that to how they've done it in the Tokyo. Is it Tokyo Universal or I can't remember. It is one of the Universal Studios, something in Singapore actually. Their show, they've got like a street parade, everything. It's like amazing. With all like the different dinosaurs in it and that, and a holographic show on the buildings. I don't know. It's almost like they need that to come over to Florida. Because to be fair, what they've done with the LA park, they've got the most tiniest, pathetic little amount of room, but it actually looks really good. Ah,
Yeah.
Osaka. Well done, Jack.
What was
Yeah,
you
it's a
saying?
shame because with the Florida park, Jack, there's a lot of room. Like, there's a whole back section where they had all like encounters, Triceratops encounters and stuff that they don't use anymore. And I think
And
that's what they're going to use for the roller coaster.
and also annoyingly is they boxed Jurassic in with Kong Skull Island ride,
Yeah, and
which
I
I
think
think
the other side isn't the other side.
outside's Harry Potter.
Yeah, so completely like, sandwiched,
Right. So
absolutely sandwiched.
just gonna add in James's. Um,
What are these two having a blooming sleepover?
I think it's just a race to who dies first. I think
Who's on the most life?
it's gonna be Rexy. So
Ah,
yeah, this is what James did on Evolution. It should pop up on the screen soon. So with the adding of
look at
new
that
terrain
bad
tools,
boy. Look at that.
yeah, with
I
the
am
adding of new
good.
terrain tools, you'll be able to perfect that like, entirely.
Yeah. I should put an animal in there actually. I should use that little bit on the left where there's like a gap next to the J.
Yeah,
Delete the wall. Add in a hatchery. Release the dinosaur. Delete it. Put the wall back, and then have a little T-Rex roaming around in there.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah, that would be decent. So
While these are asleep, Steve, you might as well keep them up. Keep that up there.
yeah,
And talk about it.
yeah, I'll put it back for you. Yeah,
So I think, right, looking at that picture, if I use the stone effect, we could then fill in, like using the mouse cursor, you could do the shape of the T-Rex using the like the gravel or whatever effect it is. So it's like a dark T-Rex picture,
yeah,
and then use the sand instead of the trees.
that could work. We could even use the
In
sand as the T-Rex. That might be easier
yeah,
to draw. So
cheers,
I don't
mate.
know. Let's have a look because you
I
can
don't
have
know,
it.
like that was so hard to draw purely because it was all made out of pathways, and they're well, as you can tell, like the pathways are they're not
Awful.
free flow, are they? It's a nightmare.
So you can have like, imagine trying to do. I mean, I can't even do bloody straight line at the moment. There we go.
Right, delete that picture, Steve, for a sec. You can't even see it, what
Oh
you're
yeah.
doing. Jack, that is unbelievable, mate. I can't believe you're still not subbed. That's shocking. That's what they all say. I can't believe I'm not subbed. No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So like you're saying, it is really difficult to try and get the paths go where you want.
Now, the hardest thing I found, Steve, is that exactly what you're trying to do there. I see how you're trying to do, like, fill that to make a solid picture.
Yeah.
Like, it's so time consuming because it doesn't latch on, then it does, and it don't. And
Yeah.
you're
So
like, for
if you were
goodness sake,
to
it's an absolute mare.
so if you were to add that with the sand stuff, you could probably draw.
So just try and draw a T-Rex
Are
now.
you physically asking me to draw something?
Well, just try it. Just try and do it the best you can.
Right. Here we go. This is going to be like the pop quiz thing. Right.
Okay, Steve, you've got 20 seconds. No, let's give you 30 seconds to draw the T-Rex. 3, 2, 1, go. Dun, 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 dun. 20 seconds left. What on earth is that? It looks like Pac-Man.
It's Pac-Man.
Beep 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 beep.
Da-dum.
Dun,
There we go.
dun, 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 dun,
Like I
dun,
said,
dun,
I've got the
dun,
drawing
dun, dun, dun.
skills of like an 11-month-old.
Oh my good god! It looks like Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. That's like, oh, you know, like when the minions turn purple,
Ah.
like an angry.
Oh,
That's Cooper.
let's get their crazy hair.
He's a professional, can handle himself. Who hit me?
Oh, that's dreadful. I can't even draw. I can't draw in real life.
I'll tell you what, that made me laugh. You know, like when Alan Grant said that, who hit me? Do you know what? I didn't take it, like Kirby, Mr. Paul Kirby, didn't even think twice about before grassing that Cooper up. Oh, that'll be Cooper. Like literally, talk about thrown under the bus, like
Cooper should
within
have just turned
seconds.
around and smacked him.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought I'd keep it to myself. I loved Cooper. Cooper should have been in it a lot more.
Yeah, I think they should have expanded on both of those characters. So you had the other guy, didn't you? He was the
What,
pilot.
Nash?
Yeah,
Nash or Udesky?
Nash.
I like Udesky's dialogue as well. You know that bit when they're like, they wanted me to bring someone that'd been to the island before. I have never been to this island. Sure you have. You wrote that book. And they're like, no, that was Isla Nublar. This is Isla Sorna, Site B. You want there's two islands with dinosaurs on them? I just absolutely love that dialogue where they're just like having a full-on Barney in the jungle because they're like, what the heck is even going on? I have never been on this island.
Oh, starved to death.
Eric's bodyguard. That'd be pretty cool, Jack. How'd you know that? No, where did you know that from?
He's Captain Jurassic.
I know he's Captain Jurassic.
He knows everything.
Oh, don't give him that much of a big head. Early JP3 scripts. Jack, by the way, as you're Mr. Captain Jurassic, I thought I might ask
New
you.
title.
You know, is it true what I said about the script with the Spinosaurus being attacked by the raptors? Because I think Justin spoke about it on the Missing Combies podcast once. I think it was supposed to be the ending, and they chose against it. I guess in budget reasons, and the fact that they didn't have a bloody clue what they were doing, script-wise, making up as they go along. My big head was informed by Clayton. Yeah, we need to get Clayton on here as well. Actually,
Yeah.
be good to join the chat. That is one thing about this game that annoys me actually. Why in sandbox mode do you have to watch your buildings get built?
Oh, I know. And why do they cost money? Well, I know you
It's
got unlimited money,
infuriating.
but what was it? It says like here it's got costs.
Just makes zero sense. I don't know whether it must be a programming issue in the game where they can't sort of backdate it to sort of stop that from happening. But
Yeah.
you can't tell me you can do it but can't reverse it. Like this thing takes ages to build.
Oh, it's mental, isn't it?
Like, I think I built it on Arc quicker.
Our Arc one was brilliant.
Our
Yeah,
Arc
that
one was
base
pretty
took
sick.
ages.
Yeah, to be fair though, I think that our best build that we've done is the visitor centre one that we built and
Was that the one
was
on
going to
the
use.
little islands?
Yeah, we was going to use it as a we used it as a thingy station, as a trading post.
Yes, yeah, I remember.
And at the
So
ending was Spino attacking the boat. Grant escapes first, like how it is in the film, and then he calls the raptors by mocking the help he heard earlier. Raptors begin to turn up and attack the Spino, bringing it down. Would have been an incredible ending. Mate, that
that, yeah,
would have transformed Jurassic Park 3 from being probably, you know,
the least
the,
favourite of the.
the least favourite to probably the favourite film.
Seeing a pack of raptors
So,
take down a Spino would be absolutely amazing.
yeah, that would be
Can you
sick.
imagine
That's,
that
do you know
scene?
what though? Pff, I'd like to see in Jurassic World 3 a pack of raptors take down something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet. Even if it's not the Spinosaurus and it's like some other big theropod, like a Carnotaurus or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Just a couple of raptors fighting a Carnotaurus would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them expanding on the Carnotaurus.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for expansion because obviously we didn't see it camouflaging because it was in open, you know, it's an open area. But we haven't seen the Carnotaurus in the wild where it has the ability to camouflage. So there is still room for them to write that in its DNA. Yeah, people will moan about it and say, "Oh, we didn't see that camouflage before. So why all of a sudden can it do it?"
Yeah.
Well, oh well, who cares? Like,
Well, they know they've got the ability with the Dominus Rex to do it.
yeah. So
Right, I literally don't know what else to do with this. Just flying around the map.
yeah, I agree, Jack. That'd have been class. I like that, and I think people would have forgiven the Rex dying if they saw a group of raptors absolutely just annihilate a Spino, because we'd be like, that's like revenge, and raptors are like, because everyone loves the raptors. Like, I don't think there's anyone that doesn't love raptors. So there'd be no hatred then. Like, if the Raptors took down the Rex, I think it'd still be epic and people would moan about it. But because it's the face of the franchise. But other than that, I think it'd be a lot more forgiving if Raptors took down the Rex as opposed to Spino.
Yeah. Because that battle just ended too quick.
Yeah, and to be fair, I thought it was a bit weird because for a number of reasons, like the physical side of the battle, like the Rex kind of was throwing it around for a while, and with a bite force like it's got, it wouldn't let go. Its teeth was designed to hold prey and not let go of it, like a Staffy or a Bull Terrier dog. It's designed to have like a locked jaw with. That's why its teeth were made of solid bone and not hollow, because it was designed to hold on to its prey and not let go of it.
Yeah.
And
How do we always end up having a bloody T-Rex and Spino debate?
I
It
know.
just seems like our main topic.
I know. And then, but when it threw it around and bit it, it should have just kind of caused it a lot of damage then, but it didn't. And then, for some reason, the Spinosaurus that didn't have thumbs managed to grip the T-Rex's neck and twist it to break it. Now, if the Indominus would have done that, I'd have been like, well, yeah, it's got five-fingered hands, and it's designed like a raptor, and it is a killing machine.
And
I
it
would have
showed the
accepted
intelligence in the Ankylo scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Working it out, so
Yeah. So the only way it's going to kill it is by getting its underbelly, and I get that. Whereas Spinosaurus kind of did some sort of little bitch move.
Yeah.
That just annoys me. But other than that, I actually really like that film, as much as its flaws.
So I know we ask a lot of people this. What would be your, what was it, top 5 from best to worst
What?
of the films?
My top 5?
Yeah.
See, this is quite hard because I've always put Jurassic Park as a top one because without it, none of the others would exist. And As much as Steven Spielberg's version of Jurassic Park is completely different to the books, um, I still it holds everything in my childhood memories, so it'll always be my number one. The Lost World, I kind of put that and Jurassic World on the same pedestal.
I was about to say, I struggle with number two, The
Yeah,
Lost World and Jurassic World.
because Jurassic World is always the theme park I wanted to see. Um, Differently to what I expected, but you know, every time I've watched Jurassic Park growing up, I've always thinking, oh, I wonder what that park would have been like if it was open.
It
Now on
wouldn't have worked.
reflection, realise it would have been the most awful park you've ever been to in your life. You would see absolute jack because every animal would just be hiding in foliage and wouldn't even bother coming out. Um, the fact that the vehicles stop at the front of the paddock in like a 10-acre field filled with foliage, dinosaurs would have zero interest in the public whatsoever.
Yeah,
You'd have
they'll
to
just
go
keep away.
into the enclosure, out in danger to get a good look at them.
I mean,
So
you look how
it
big
wouldn't work.
that.
So Jurassic World in
Yeah, you look how big the T-Rex paddock was. You know, you're not going to see anything at all, and that's going to be like your main attraction.
yeah. Like Jeff Goldblum was right though. You do actually have dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour, right? Hello. Yes, he's right.
Yeah,
Oh, have you ever been to you've been to Woburn Abbey and all them safari parks, didn't you?
yeah,
Right, I'm not joking. The last time I went to, I think it was Woburn Abbey, I was sat in my car and I had to get my phone out to zoom in on my digital camera to look at the tiger.
yeah.
Because it was at the fence at the back with its legs up like a dog against the fence. I went, Em, are you ever, can you see this? Look, that is a tiger in this enclosure, and we've got to stay on this blooming pathway in this
Yeah.
car to see it.
Yeah.
That
it's
is
never
what
gonna
you'd
happen, is
get.
it?
That is exactly what you would get.
Have you been to Chessington recently?
No, I've not been to Chessington since I've been about 12.
Now they've just brought in well, they've got a brand new tiger enclosure,
Right.
and they've based a log flume around it, and they've got a load of enclosures, but they've also got bridges that go over the pathway that you walk to. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
tigers can use that to move from enclosure to enclosure,
Yep.
and you're always guaranteed to see the tigers up close because their
Yeah.
enclosures are quite thin, but there's loads of viewing points. And I'm trying to think where else we went.
So it did actually work then.
Yeah,
That.
yeah, 100%. Like literally,
Okay.
we saw tigers.
So it's
feeding.
down. So it's basically down to paddock design.
Yeah.
So if there was a way of, like, I guess the T-Rex Kingdom worked in a way, didn't it? Because
Yeah.
it was like a stadium format, so everyone could see it from all the way round.
I think the only way
And then-
that Jurassic Park would work, like properly, is if they built the Indominus. What was a concept art, wasn't it? The stadium.
Yeah, the Indominus Rex Arena.
Yeah, and then like had paddocks linked up to there, and like they had loads of different entrances, and there'll be like feeding shows at certain times, so they'll bring like the dino in, let's say like 1 o'clock feeding show.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
no,
those-
that'd work. That'd work. But then that's like I said, like the T-Rex Kingdom, isn't it? You know, it's in a stadium format, so you've got views from all sides of the paddock from above. So, you know, and if you want to get up and close personal, you've got that log, haven't you, in T-Rex Kingdom,
Yeah,
that you can actually see where the feeding show is.
yeah. How small
So-
is that enclosure though? That
Right,
T-Rex
that's weird. That is a little bit of geographical inconsistency, to be fair. Like, from above, the T-Rex Kingdom looks like a fair-sized paddock, but nothing compared to what it would be like how it was in Jurassic Park, for example.
Yeah,
Like it's not big enough for an animal that size anyway.
Yeah,
Like a
nowhere near.
T-Rex
I mean, if
paddock
you
should
got
probably, it should be roughly the size of say the like the Mosasaurus lagoon.
yeah,
So
yeah,
picture that being the paddock behind, and then they entice it into the arena, a bit like the raptor pen with the
yeah,
hexagon, the raptor hexagon that Chris Pratt works with.
yeah,
That they got that big play area thing out the back, haven't they? The jungle section, and then they bring them into there to do the training.
yeah. That would work.
Bit like that, but in stadium format. So you've got like the dinosaur comes in, they lure it in with like prey. Yeah, they should never have cloned them. Yep. For them, we would have no film and no
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
that's it. We would never be talking at night.
Yeah, me and
20
Steve
past
just
11.
ignore each other every day.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't get 300 messages every morning. So, on WhatsApp.
where are we anyway?
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that would have worked for T-Rex Kingdom. And I also think like let's talk about the Gallimimus Valley. That would work. The herbivore enclosure would be brilliant. That would really work.
Yeah, yeah. They can work on that. And you also had the, is it the Pachycephalosaurus? I'm just learning words now. Pachycephalosaurus arena.
Yeah, yeah. That we didn't get to see. It was in the Lego game. Now that was quite good fun.
Yeah,
You watched it. You could like run around and smash down all the things with the different dinosaurs.
it was a good looking building as well. From what it looks like in the Lego game.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good. It was a great idea, great concept. I think. I don't know what they would do. I suggest in. I reckon if that was in a park setting, I have a feeling that would be like like a land animal version of the Mosasaurus show.
Yeah,
Like where they get it to jump out and do like that big shark bite thing.
yeah,
Well, I guess in the Pachycephalosaurus arena, they'd probably do like they'll, I guess like like how they do with the red flag with the ball,
yeah.
almost something like that, but that's not so animal cruelty, I guess.
Gallimimus got a good deal with all that open space, but they were constantly harassed by the tall cars. Yeah. Yeah, the Gallimimus had it well, didn't they? In fact, in Jurassic World, the herbivores had a really good deal. You had the gyrosphere, didn't you, going through it? That was quite a wide open space from what it looked like on the park map.
Oh yeah, I was really talking about it in Evolution of Claire, Steve. Right?
Yeah,
There's a scene where Claire and this guy called Justin, that she's got a bit of a flirting relationship with.
yeah,
They're in a gyrosphere they're basically out in the park doing some training, and they are in the gyrosphere and they come across one of the brachiosaurs, and it's called, I think it's Pearl, and Pearl
Yeah.
has a tendency to be a bit high maintenance. So every time she sees the gyrospheres, empty gyrospheres, she thinks it's playtime.
okay,
So she uses them to kick, basically. Now, at some point, Claire and Justin get out of the gyrosphere, and the Brachiosaurus sees it and comes stampeding over to it while they're out of the gyrosphere because it's stuck in the ground.
yeah,
And as you can imagine, like they're like, "Oh my god, crap, let's run!" And it's like an issue of whether like one of the guards wants to basically put her down, I think,
yeah,
because she's a bit dangerous. And Claire was trying to fight the fact that no, she's not dangerous. It's because she was out of the gyrosphere that she thought
playtime.
it was playtime. Yeah, and I thought that was just an interesting concept because obviously in Jurassic World they're in the Apatosaurus bit, aren't they? Obviously, no
Yeah.
Brachiosaurus in Jurassic World. And I'm wondering whether that's the reason why Jurassic. It could, Jack, you could write this in if you wanted to, mate. That's the reason why there was no brachiosaurs in Gyrosphere Valley, because they tend to play with the gyrospheres.
Yeah, too risky.
Too risky. So they're in their own paddock, their own section, somewhere else in the valley, and you can, to go and visit them, you have to see them maybe from above using the SkyTrain thing. What's it called? The monorail.
Yeah.
But that's just me using my, I don't know, head cannon, I guess. But it'd be good actually. That'd work.
It's a good theory.
And it would tie in. It would tie in with Claire's story as well, and make it a little bit more canonised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
Cheers, mate. Just make sure you credit me for that idea, Jack. I can take check or a booster card. No, yeah, no, I think that would work though, wouldn't it? You know, they could. The reason why we didn't see Brachiosaurus in Jurassic World is because they attack the gyrospheres. It's in their nature to find them as like the Triceratops attacked the Jeep, so they had to paint them with the red stripes or something like that to stop them from attacking them. Like the red flag to the ball. Cool little theory I just thought of on the top of my head, but yeah, it could work. If you think it could work, great. But yeah, Steve, I think I might have to go soon, mate, because I've got to get up. I've got a stag do tomorrow to go to at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I've probably got 2 kids that will wake up at about 6. So, yeah, literally all I'm doing at the moment is, Jack, if you do get to play this again, this is a good little tip to flatten all your park out. So it does take a long time, as you can see, but if you put everything as water and then remove the water after, you're left with a perfectly flat park. So this allows you to build without a lot of restrictions. It's definitely one of the top tips when building stuff and starting on like Evo. There's nothing worse than having terrain restraints in the game.
Oh, but did you know? Oh yeah, you know. You said. Did you know? You told me. you said. You said about the
So there's going to
terrain.
be there's going to
grid,
be
isn't
terrain
there?
terrain lines so you can see the elevation more clearly,
And
and also
the
when you're
areas.
placing when you're placing new buildings and it's not allowing
locking
you to
in.
place, it will show you what buildings it's affected by. So if I was to try, say like if I was trying to put a power plant here, it would highlight this monorail station as red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks for watching. It's been a good little chat. Don't know how long we've been streaming.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Jack. Appreciate that, mate. Hopefully, you'll catch another one if we do another one soon at some point.
Yeah. No, it's been quite fun. Some new thing we're gonna try. Just have a chat and
Now
hopefully we'll get
you've
anybody.
subbed. Click that notification bell, son.
Yes. Yeah, we do have quite a few videos up quite regularly.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to make a move as well, Steve. It's been a pleasure, mate, as always.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll get the Skype stuff sorted next time.
Only one thing left to say, Steve. Life finds a way.
Life finds a way. I thought you
See
were
you
going to
later.
exit out on the laugh.
Oh. Layers.
See ya.